Hi.
All right, hi. I believe that we had a session earlier, but then we rescheduled. All
Yeah,
right.
unfortunately, you had some power issues, right? Over there.
Yes, I remember. All right,
Okay.
hi. Welcome back.
Ah,
How have you
Thank you.
been?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
That is nice. Likewise. So, I mean, how has your day been throughout?
They were so far so good.
That is nice.
I just
That is
started
very.
my day.
You woke up around 3
Yeah,
p.m.
I work in the evening shift, so I
All right,
wake up
okay.
late in
Makes
the
sense.
morning. Yes.
All right, that is nice. So I mean, so you'll have work afterwards.
Yes, after the
What will
session.
you start after? All
It
right.
will start
Okay.
around like 4:30.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I believe the topic that has been assigned to us is self-improvement,
Oh,
right?
excellent.
All right, so I mean, we are almost 3 months through this new year. What resolution did you take for self-improvement?
Okay. One thing I followed this year was recently I started visualizing,
Okay,
like positive visualization.
that is nice.
Okay, that's what whatever the goal I'm setting in, so I'm trying to visualize. For example, I wanted to become a team manager in my office, so I
That
started
is nice.
visualizing things that is happening, and I think it is working.
I mean, when there's will, there's way.
Yeah, correct, correct.
So that is nice.
So
All
I
right.
thought, thinking negative is
Mm-hmm.
not going to help us anyway, but it might sometimes lead to negativity. Okay, negative things might
Mm-hmm.
happen, but thinking
Mm-hmm.
positive, there is a chances of getting some success. So that's it.
Fair enough. All right.
As of now, I'm just posting the videos of conversation. So I thought it will be useful for others also,
Mm-hmm.
those who cannot
All right.
afford,
That is nice. Yeah, that makes sense.
mm,
All right. So is it so do you also upload videos of yourself or just like conversations?
the conversation videos, not individual one.
All right. Okay, that is nice. So other than this, what else do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
Other than clapping, I mean, other than learning English, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hobby, it changes from time to time.
Okay.
Okay. Now, currently, I'm not doing anything, to be frank.
I mean, what do you do in your free time?
Free time, I used to read.
What type of books or
It's
novels
not
do you read?
books, not books. Like it may be articles or news or something. Whatever I feel like, whatever I see in front of me.
Mhm. That makes sense. So you don't read books.
Yeah, I used to read books, a lot of books before.
So do you mean fictional or non-fictional books?
I tried both, but
Okay.
my favorite was motivational books.
Okay. Realistic. That makes sense. So I mean, so now you don't read. You mentioned.
Now, now also I'm reading, but not books, but articles like that. I'm following some blogs kind of thing.
All right. All right. So I mean, so what other than reading articles? Is that all you do in your free time?
So other than I'm doing YouTube, I recently tried YouTube. I told you before.
Okay.
Apart from that, it's almost like my days almost getting filled, right? Like I'm also working. It's a
You're very occupied.
full time job, and during weekends I have to spend time with my family.
That is nice.
So
It's
I also
important to.
have a 2.5-year-old kid with me.
Oh, that is nice. All
So
right.
so getting the time is not an easy thing for me.
It's important to have that work-life balance.
Yeah, correct. So it's
All right.
almost like engaged lifestyle I'm living in right now.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So right now you're in Chennai, right?
Right now in Chennai, yes.
It must be very hot this time of the year.
Yeah, it's very hot. Almost sweating now. Even this fan is running, sweating.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
mean,
very hot.
Maharashtra is
It's
good.
mhm.
Maharashtra is no good either. So, all right.
Your place is also like that,
Yeah, I'm currently in Pune, Maharashtra.
Pune. So how is the climate over there right now?
I mean, if not equal, but yeah, equally almost humid, similar to
So
what you're
what is the
feeling.
Celsius over there?
I think it's around 36, 37 during day.
Here it's already crossed 40.
Honestly, all right, I can't picture that.
We can technically cook using sunlight right now. So that kind of
That's not right.
yeah, the kind of
Okay.
summer sunlight we are facing.
So, how about I give you a topic and you have to speak on it?
Okay, that's
Like,
tricky.
I mean, anything that comes to your mind. You don't have to
Okay,
particularly.
like do you have a time limit, like 1 minute or 2 minute, like that?
No, there's no time limit. It's a very general discussion that you and I are having.
Right.
Whatever thought comes to your mind, you let me know. If you want some time, I could give you around 5 to 10 seconds. But it's basically about your spontaneity. You don't have to. These are very generic topic. You don't have to think a lot.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try.
Yeah. So, for example, how about happy versus successful?
Happy versus successful. Okay. The topic's little no challenging, I believe.
I mean, anything
Okay.
that comes.
Okay. Okay. So I feel like both are same actually. Like if you are
Okay.
successful, definitely you'll become happy, right?
Okay.
Okay,
But if you're
so
happy, will you become successful?
sorry.
But if you're happy, will you become successful?
That's a good question. It's not, but some people, even if they are not successful, they are happy. So
Makes
some
sense.
people, after getting successful, they are only if they get the success, they'll be happy. Sometimes if they face the failure, they will become unhappy. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel, like we should have a balanced lifestyle. Like we should not depend upon a situation, because when you try for something new, or if you are trying to achieve some kind of goal, if you expect some result and if you do it, expecting is not
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong. But if you expect some uh, result to do it, definitely it might sometimes will not reach the expectation, right?
Yeah, facts.
So it's like even we have to cross the failure as well as success. But when you get the failure, you should not like fall down. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You should
So
not
how you
let
get up?
that impact.
We should get up off it. Get up. That's very important thing. So if you are not
Yes.
successful, you should not become unhappy. So you should always be happy. But it's really tough. It's easy to say, but
Mm-hmm.
practically it is not very
Easier
easy
said than
to
done.
follow. It's a saying is very easy, no? That's why speakers used
Mm-hmm.
to tell whatever
Easier
they
said
feel
than.
like. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you ask them to follow it, it's very tough. Okay.
True, that is true.
That's what
I
I
mean, yeah,
feel.
that is. I mean, your point about setting something up to a wrong expectation or a very high expectation is correct, because that means you're bound to get disappointed at one point, right? And
At the
yeah, that
same
is. Yeah,
at the
sorry.
same time, if you aim for the moon, at least you can reach the sky, right?
Exactly. That is a very
So we
clever
should
phrase
have
you
some
use.
kind of high expectation. So at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, we should not. We should be ready to follow. I mean, face the failure.
True, exactly. I mean, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
exactly. All right. I
So
mean, yeah,
that's a
it's
nice
not
rule.
about letting setbacks get to you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay. So I mean, you spoke very nicely. You were pretty
Thank you.
spontaneous, and you
Oh,
had some very good points. That is nice.
I don't know. I
So,
just blabbered.
I mean, see, that
So
is what the
it's
entire
very
Hobbies
easy to
is.
prepare something and speak, but impromptu speech is something I suck. I'm not very good in impromptu speaking.
I could not tell. You spoke pretty well in front of me. So yeah,
Thank you,
that is.
thank you.
I mean, you should not try and undermine yourself.
Yeah,
I
correct,
mean, you outdid yourself in if in the past you haven't.
correct,
So
correct.
all right. So what else? What else do you like to do?
Mm, I'm not getting the points right now to speak.
All
My
right.
thoughts were blank. I mean,
So since
I
you mentioned that you have an evening shift, so that
yeah,
must really disrupt your entire lifestyle, no?
correct, correct. So almost like I have to work till 1:30 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sleep for 6 hours nowadays. Just 6 hours. I don't know whether
Okay.
it's enough or not, but I believe it's not enough for me. I always have a feeling that I am lacking some kind of sleep. But some people used to say like 6 hours of sleep is enough. What
Mm-hmm.
is your opinion about
It
it?
depends. It can't be a generalized thing, right?
Okay.
It depends from one person to another.
So what about you? How many hours of sleep do you
I mean, I am a student, so you can understand that I
have?
also only get around 6 to 7 hours at max.
Oh,
If
six to
not,
seven hours.
yeah. I mean that is or like on weekends or something.
So nowadays
So yeah,
students are going to sleep only after midnight, I believe.
yeah. I mean the assignments and everything do not help. right? And recently things resumed offline for us. So it's just a whole lot of workload there.
The funny part was when I was working from office, I used to sleep for 8 hours.
Okay.
But after
Now
working from
you
home, I thought I will get more time to sleep and all. But nowadays, I'm sleeping only for 6 hours. That's a thing happening right now. That's I.
yeah, I mean, given that you're also saving time to commute, it's work
Yeah,
from home,
correct.
right?
I used to
That's,
I used
that's important.
to spend like 3-4 hours for commuting itself. 3-4 hours
Exactly. I mean, you're saving that and still it's lesser.
still.
That's
That's good.
surprising. All right. So, I mean, we're towards the end of our session. Is there something you want to ask me before I get to my feedback?
Nothing much I wanted to ask you. So what did you do apart from Clapingo?
As I mentioned, I'm currently in my final year of BTech. So,
Okay. You are a student as well as you are doing this as a part-time job.
yes.
Okay. You do have any hobbies?
I mean, I like to read novels. That is why I asked you also about it. I mean, I do
Oh,
not
okay, okay,
get a
okay,
lot
okay.
of time in the recent times, but yeah, whenever I do, I try to read
Okay.
novels.
Hope you like Sydney Sheldon novels. Have you tried it?
Of course. Yes, I've read Sidney Sheldon.
Yeah, he is also my.
Yeah.
I first time I read his novel and it was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is what I like to do.
Okay.
So I'll get to my feedback. I mean,
Sure.
I mean, you speak pretty well. Obviously, I can tell.
Mhm.
Maybe you are struggling a little with, as you mentioned, when I gave you something spontaneous, you mentioned that you blabbered a little. So maybe sometimes under pressure, you find it difficult to form sentences, right?
Okay. Mhm.
Maybe that could be something.
Okay.
Otherwise, I spotted none to zero mistakes almost, because I mean you have good conversational skills, so
Thank you.
that is
Thank you.
something that got me going also. So yeah, I mean I like your thoughts regarding the subject, given that it was spontaneous, and
Okay.
maybe just you. I mean I believe that you have a little fast pace of talking,
Okay.
right?
Okay. I
In
should
case
reduce the face.
no, I mean it's about you. There's no particular
Mhm.
standard, right? So I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
in the future, sometime when you're
Mm.
trying to talk and you feel like you're struggling, so you could just try taking a minute to yourself.
Okay.
Think
Okay.
about what you're going to say, decide the tense, and then start talking. And then you could maybe have a slower pace, but it's completely all right because
Okay.
it's not like you are mumbling the words. I could understand you, but you
Mhm.
do have a faster pace
Okay.
of
Okay.
talking. So that is
Definitely.
understandable.
I'll work on
And
it. Thank you.
yeah, I mean, and yeah, I mean, basically, if you, for example, if you're mentioning a story, for telling me a story that has already happened in the past, so you're aware that the entire narrative that you're going to narrate now is going to
Mm.
be in the past tense, right? So that is one thing out of the way. Now you
Mhm.
have to focus on your sentence formation and your choice of words,
Okay.
right? So you could try doing something like that in order to gain more fluency.